All right, I think we're on. Welcome to Black Belt Zen Live. It is January 6th, 2022. So happy New Year. It's the first video of the new year that I've done. It's been a little while since I've talked to you guys through YouTube. I am on Twitter. You can find me there all the time at Black Belt Zen, though I don't know how much I'll be tweeting with some of the other platforms coming up. I might go somewhere else. I've been looking to find a good alternative to Twitter for a while because there's just so much stupidity and hate on there. And if you put that stuff in your brain on a daily basis, it is going to affect the way you think. It just, you might not notice it right away. You might not even notice it at all. But you know, everything we're around, everything we put into our brain does impact the way we think, the way we look at the world, the way we look at ourselves, the way we look at a lot of stuff. So keep that in mind when you're out among people who are being negative or angry or violent or hateful. And, if you don't think that that impacts you, you're probably wrong. There's a lot of that on social media. So I wanted to make a video. I think it was September was the last time I did one of these. I think Norm Macdonald's death was on September 14th. I think it was the day or two after that. I did a video. It's the end of BlackBerry. You may have heard that earlier this week, that BlackBerry is now basically gone entirely. Many of you might have thought that BlackBerry phones weren't being made anymore. I had one until a couple days ago. I now have upgraded to the Samsung A12 Cobra Kai sticker on there. I'll talk about the Cobra Kai series in a minute. The season 4 that came out. And typically when I get a phone, I buy something that's old because it's pretty much, it's not exactly the same, but it's usually pretty similar to whatever the new phone is, and it's a lot cheaper. It gives me everything I want. I'm not that big on having all the latest stuff. I do, want a few different apps for, I'm going to the Golden Knights game today, so I need the app for that. And, which Ticketmaster is one of them too that I have if you go to different things. So I like the basic stuff, but decent camera and things. But I'm not big on the phone stuff. I'm not lining up the day the new phone comes out to spend $1,000 on something and wait in line for 6 hours. And no, I don't understand that. It's fine if that's what you want to do. If you've got the money and you got the time to do that, and that's how you want to spend it, then okay. But anyway, BlackBerry was something I used for a long, long time. I think I started it in, I think maybe 2009 or so, 2010, some early 2010, maybe something like that. I think it was January 2010, so 12 years ago this month, I believe. And I'm kind of sad to see it go because I liked the physical keyboard. It was it was the first smartphone I ever had. I think of BlackBerry as kind of like the MySpace of cell phones. It was really big for a short amount of time, and then Apple and Samsung came along, and BlackBerry kind of disappeared. And MySpace was kind of the first big social media platform, and then Facebook and Twitter came along, and MySpace kind of disappeared. So, no, I think it's still out there somewhere, MySpace. Anyway, so things are always changing, and that's something that we all know. But some of us have trouble adapting to change. We're resistant to change. And I read a quote, a philosophy quote or spiritual quote, I don't remember, a while ago that said, instead of being afraid of change, be excited about progress. So it's another way to kind of look at things. We see a lot of this in the culture now, people trying to flip things around, say one of the big buzzwords has been embrace. Instead of being frustrated with something or being afraid of something, instead of being afraid of the challenge, embrace the opportunity. We see a lot of that in the culture. Hey, hi to whoever just wrote that. It doesn't seem to be English, so I don't know what you're saying. I only speak English. Sorry. Thanks for tuning in, though. Yeah, be interactive, you guys. If you want to say something in the chat, you want to say something in the comments, you want to follow me on Twitter or say something to me on Twitter, go for it. I'm happy to interact with you guys. Now, if you're going to, be nasty and be hateful and, not going to interact for very long, I might make fun of you and then block you or move on or something like that. But a lot of times I'll probably just ignore it because trolls really aren't worth the time usually. But yeah, feel free to interact. I hope people do. That's what the internet is for. There's one thing you never have to worry about on the internet, and that is being unable to get somebody's opinion. It's everywhere. So, new Cobra Kai season 4 came out. I'm going to let you know there may be some spoilers here. So, if you haven't seen it, I'm going to recommend that you turn off the video and that you watch the show before you come back and watch the rest of this, if that's what you want. But Cobra Kai season 4, Terry Silver is in it, as you would know from season 3, and he's a big part of it. And he's got some really good scenes, and there's a lot of twists and turns, a lot of unexpected stuff that happens in this show and in this season. You know what? I'm not going to spoil anything, really, but just in case somebody jumps in late or something, because this is a live stream. But it's really the final 2 episodes of the season were, without a doubt, my favorite. 2 of the best episodes, I think, of the entire series. That's when you get to the tournament aspect. It starts in episode 9 and carries over into episode 10. And you know that there's going to be a tournament if you've seen season 3, because they talk about it at the end. So it's not a spoiler there. But really good show. It came out December 31st. I really liked the new season. I saw it the other day. It was 100% on Rotten Tomatoes, same as season 1. I think it's 92 or 93% overall on Rotten Tomatoes. Maybe you don't put a lot of credibility into that. That's fine. But great usage of Terry Silver, and you get to see some flashbacks of his experiences with Kreese, as you did in season 3, and his loyalty to John Kreese. And it's got a crazy ending, but that's all I'm going to say about that. We do see, you know what, I'm just going to leave it at that. So I recommend Cobra Kai season 4. Really looking forward to season 5. I wish they would kind of, I'm watching the new season of Dexter New Blood, and it's a new episode every Sunday. Final season finale this Sunday, January the 9th. Might be the end of Dexter, too, entirely. I don't know. I hope not. I hope they bring it back, but we'll see. Really enjoying that as well. When they release everything at once, like they do on Netflix, I got to bust through it pretty quickly, because otherwise somebody is going to spoil it. You bastards on Twitter just look to spoil stuff. So I got off of Twitter for a couple of days while I watched the show, because I knew one of you idiots who's completely inconsiderate would go out and spoil it for people who haven't seen it yet. So that's another piece of advice. If you want to watch a show or a movie and you haven't seen it yet, stay off social media before somebody ruins the whole thing. So you do what you want with this advice. I don't care. But this is just telling you what I do. You can do whatever you want. Not trying to tell anybody how to live. Excited to go to the Golden Knights game tonight against the New York Rangers. They're playing T-Mobile Arena, 7 o'clock tonight. First time that Ryan Reeves and Gerard Gallant have returned to T-Mobile. Gallant was fired in January of 2020, which I still don't like. And this past offseason, Ryan Reeves was traded to the Rangers. So it'll be their first time coming back. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be sold out. It's going to be crazy. I don't know if it's on TV anywhere. You'll have to check that yourself. I know ESPN Plus runs a lot of hockey games. So if you have that, you probably have a pretty good chance of getting it. If you're here in the Las Vegas area, or one of the areas where they broadcast local Vegas games, you'll certainly be able to get it. Or if you're in New York. But, figure out where it's available based on where you are. And if you're into that, check it out, because it's going to be one of the funnest games all year, I think. All right, it's 4:45 p.m. I got to get ready to get going. I'm going to the game tonight. I got a few things to do, and I just wanted to make this video to say hi to you guys. I haven't forgotten about you. It has been, like I said, several months, but I'll try to do a little bit more on updating these videos or uploading these videos a little more currently. I probably won't do a very good job of it, because I just probably won't. But interact with me on Twitter. Interact with me on Haps at Black Belt Zen. I don't know where else I am on social media, but those two for sure. And I hope you enjoyed this video. It wasn't one of my better videos, but It's a video. It can't be at my best every time, especially when I'm rusty. Thanks so much, everybody. Talk to you sometime.